This is the new random orbit sander from Rutlands, and it currently retails at just £150. And it appears to have a lot in common with this, the Mirka DEROS, which has been my sander of choice for over 6 years now. But this currently retails at almost 4 times as much, £550. In this video, I'll be doing some tests and comparing the two to find out which offers the best value for money. First though, for full disclosure, Rutlands supplied this tool to me for review at no cost to me. However, I will be giving it away as I already have the DEROS as well as another backup sander, the 3M Extract, which by the way I also have a video about, comparing that with the DEROS as well. And it's only the second tool I've tried from Rutlands, the first being the table saw, which it's fair to say I wasn't a fan of. Also, for full disclosure, the Mirka DEROS was purchased with my own money. However, I did get it at a discounted rate from Mirka. And in case you haven't noticed, this is the DEROS 2 and it's brand new. I've had it about a week. And if you're wondering how the one differs from the two, the new one has a more efficient and durable motor, different LEDs, and a vibration sensor and Bluetooth technology. Before we look at the differences, let's focus on some of the similarities. Both have variable speeds ranging from 4,000 to 10,000 RPM. Both have interchangeable backing pads, so that either 5-inch 125mm or 6-inch 150mm pads can be fitted. Both sanders have an orbit diameter of 5mm, which basically means rather than just spinning, the pad also moves 5mm in all directions to randomize the sanding scratches. Mirka also sell a 2.5mm orbit model, which will leave a finer finish. 5mm has always been my preference because it's aggressive and therefore quicker. And I tend to always do my finish sanding by hand anyway. The Rutlands comes fitted with this dust hose, which I'm hoping I can remove so that I can use it with my regular hose and adapters. By the way, this is the CTS one-click system, which I would highly recommend. There'll be a link in the description box below. When I turn the DEROS on, you'll see that I have nice crisp bright LEDs, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 speed settings. On the Rutlands sander, the LEDs are much less crisp and bright, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 speed settings. The DEROS 2 has built-in Bluetooth. If you hold down the plus button and turn it on, I'm now in Bluetooth mode and I can sync that up with my phone. To be honest, I've never used it and I probably never will, but apparently there are some useful features in the app. No Bluetooth on the Rutlands. The motor on the Mirka DEROS can be balanced for use with sanding accessories. Man, that's some strong Velcro. Like these pad savers, which I always use. I think that's a really useful feature. Balancing the motor is done by adding machine screws and nuts, which come supplied in the box by Mirka. And there are full instructions on how to do this. The benefit of using a pad saver is that it prolongs the life of your backing pad, and these can be expensive to replace. And when I tried using a pad saver on my 3M Extract sander, it started vibrating a hell of a lot and made a horrible noise. Unfortunately, this sander doesn't have the ability to balance the motor, and I would suspect it's the same on the Rutlands, but let's find out. So this backing pad removes with the supplied Allen key, which is different from the Mirka DEROS, which uses a spanner. Okay, so there is no way to balance this motor as expected. Another feature that the DEROS has that the Rutlands does not are these holes around the backing pad. These are to assist with airflow through the body of the sander, which assists with dust extraction. You can usually tell a lot about the quality of a tool by the cable that's supplied. The cable on the Mirka DEROS is excellent, really high quality, nice and thick, and it measures 4.2 meters in length. The cable on the Rutlands, I've got to say, is surprisingly nice quality. It doesn't have quite the same premium feel as the Mirka DEROS, but I'd be more than happy with this considering the cost of this sander. This cable is ever so slightly shorter at around 4.1 meters, but still, that's a really generous length. One of my favorite things about the DEROS sander is the low profile body, which measures about 96 millimeters. Just to make this fair, I'm going to put a pad saver underneath the Rutlands temporarily. And this one measures 105 millimeters to the top of the body. The Mirka DEROS weighs 1.246 kilograms. That's with a pad saver fitted. So I'm just going to add a pad saver just for comparison's sake. And this one weighs 1.4 kilograms. And when these are in hand, you can slightly feel the weight difference with the Rutlands, but there's not much in it really. I've got both sanders set to maximum speed and I want to test how quickly they start and stop. The DEROS reaches full speed and stops in under a second. The Rutland sander takes longer to reach full speed, and the brake is not as effective as the DEROS. So the DEROS has a number of advantages, however, I think that only 3 of these are significant. So I'm going to give the DEROS a 9 and the Rutlands a 7. I've got a sound meter app on my phone, and I'm going to position this 1 meter away from each of the sanders. An average of 67 decibels for the DEROS. And 71 decibels for the Rutlands. I am intrigued to find out though how this fares with a pad saver fitted. Unlike the 3M Extract, this one doesn't seem to have an issue with pad savers, and if anything it seems to be a little bit quieter with one fitted. Initially I gave the DEROS a 9 and the Rutlands an 8. However, I'm going to reduce this score to 5 for reasons which will become clear shortly. Now let's test sanding speed. I'm going to fit a brand new 80 grit sanding disc to each sander, and we'll test how long it takes to sand a piece of MDF. I sanded until all of the lines completely disappeared. And by the way, listen to this. Right, something strange happened with the Rutlands then. It kept going from quiet to noisy to quiet to noisy. Now the pad saver is still fitted, so I'm just going to take that off and I'll repeat the experiment just to see if that problem persists. It started loud and then transitioned to quiet. So yeah, that issue with the motor going from quiet to noisy does still seem to be happening without the pad saver on. So I'm not sure what that's about. In terms of speed though, the DEROS gets a 9 and the Rutlands a 7. The next test will be for dust extraction. I'll sand this board vertically and a black bin liner will be used to check for dust afterwards. Once again I sanded until the lines completely disappeared. These are the results for the DEROS, which I'll enhance with some sharpness and contrast, and then zoomed in. And same again for the Rutlands. Clearly I did a bad job at straightening the bin liner, but also clearly the DEROS did a better job here. DEROS 9, Rutlands 7. In terms of comfort during use, the DEROS is excellent. The Rutland sander was just not quite as comfortable. I tried to think of ways I could show you this on camera, and all I came up with was sanding with each sander using only one finger. And I could do that with both of these with no issues. DEROS 9, Rutlands 8. In terms of vibration, again, both sanders have really low vibration. I couldn't really tell much of a difference, so I'm giving both 8. Next I'll test finish quality by sanding some softwood with a new 80 grit disc and then applying a wax which has a pigment in it which will help highlight any pigtail marks. With the raking light set up, this is the Rutlands, and for 80 grit the finish looks excellent. This is the DEROS, and to be honest I can't tell much of a difference. Here's a zoomed in side by side. A 9 for both. In terms of power, the DEROS definitely has the more powerful motor and it seems to operate at a higher speed, even though both sanders apparently operate at up to 10,000 RPM. I have no way of testing, but I'm pretty sure that the DEROS is spinning faster. And I imagine that's why it's getting the job done quicker. The Rutland sander though is powerful enough. Even if I try putting a lot of weight on it while sanding, the motor deals with it pretty well. $10 for the DEROS, 8 for the Rutlands. So build quality, this is going to be a difficult one for me to judge, so please take this with a pinch of salt. Obviously I'm not a tool engineer or anything, but even to me it's pretty obvious that the DEROS is made of superior components and materials. The Rutland sander doesn't feel cheap, and I kind of expected it to. The body and the parts of the tool that you interact with are all rubberized, so it really does feel quite nice in the hand. I'm going to give the DEROS a 9 and the Rutlands only a 6, mainly because I'm concerned about that noise variation issue that I showed earlier. But what about value for money? I've heard a lot of people say that the Mirka DEROS is ridiculously expensive, and to be honest I don't disagree. Both sanders are also backed by a 3-year warranty. Well, the Mirka one is 2 years plus 1 if you register the product with them. The first DEROS I had went back twice for repair. Then after about 3 years I got another one, mainly because I was worried about the reliability of the tool. However, I had that one 3 years too, and I've never had a single issue with it. I'm fairly sure that the reliability issues with the Mirka DEROS are a thing of the past. but that's just based on my experience. I would hope that the Rutlands warranty works just as well as the Mirka one, but who knows. Anyway, in my opinion, if you're a professional or a very, very keen amateur and you can afford it, then the Mirka DEROS is the obvious choice, and I think it's highly unlikely that you're going to be disappointed. For everyone else though, I think the Rutlands does offer decent value for money, and as you've seen throughout the video, it's a pretty impressive competitor to the DEROS. My only concerns would be around build quality and reliability. I feel like £350 to £400 would be a fair price point for the Mirka DEROS considering the quality of the tool. £550 is a little bit ridiculous, and the Rutlands price point is really quite appealing. Now there is another budget DEROS competitor, which I've also done a video about, and I'm starting to realise now just how many videos I've done about sanders. That sander, by the way, is offered under loads of different brand names, so do your own research. And if you're wondering how that compares to the Rutlands, I feel like I actually prefer the Rutlands because it has a lower profile body. So I think I find it slightly more comfortable to use, but bear in mind this is based purely on memory because I don't have access to that sander anymore. That one actually belonged to Peter Millard. But that sander didn't have that noise variance issue, shall we call it? So make of that what you will. Anyway, these are the total points out of a possible 100. Right, so it's been about a week since I filmed that video, and during that time I've been using the Rutland sander for all of my sanding needs. And aside from that noise variation issue, everything has been good, but I do want to elaborate on that noise variation issue because I'm not sure I explained it very well. Basically, it does seem to be purely a noise issue. I would have expected with that increased noise that the sander would vibrate more, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And really in every other way, it really does seem to be a nice tool offering great value for money. There is just that concern that that noise variation issue might prove to be a bigger problem in the long run. And unfortunately, that's something that I just don't have the answer to. I am just going to drop an email to Rutlands with my findings in this video. And if they come back to me with a response, I'll put that in a pinned comment down below and also in the description. Because I'm guessing anyone who's potentially interested in buying this sander is going to want to know what's going on there. If you're interested in buying the Rutland sander, I'd really appreciate it if you could use my affiliate link, which helps me to continue to make videos like these. I'll leave that in the description box below. And if you're interested in winning the very sander that I used in this video, I can't do a giveaway via YouTube because last time I did that, I got scammed. So you'll need to head over to Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and comment on this post, include #enter, and the winner will be selected at random on the 25th of November, and I'll announce that via Instagram too. Thank you for watching.